Greetings, kindred spirits, and for those who are new, I welcome you too. All right, let's get into this. So, good to be back. I know you're probably thinking I keep taking long breaks, but I think I told you in a video, if you watch all of my videos, that I'm only going to post a video when I've done my research experience, and I want to make sure it is a sincere topic, because what I'm going to talk to you about, it hits close to my heart and home. I've spoken about it in past videos about being obligated to family, friends, and all this. But this one it hits close to home to me because I prayed. I posted on my what do you call that thing? Board. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Vision board. About having a close-knit family. And I may have placed in that vision board about my family healing. And I'm talking about my immediate family, where it deals with myself and children. And the reason why I'm so, passionate and insistent on the healing process it's because based on it's just really dear to my heart. Again, I say the reason why I'm so insistent and pushing so hard for this is because I knew growing up or becoming an adult, as far as raising my children, I knew there was some flaws. I knew there was some things that needed to be healed, only because I started young as a mother. I was 17 when I had my first child, so it was as if I was learning myself. My grandparents raised me. I never knew my father, and I didn't grow up with my mom. Of course, I did spend some weekends with her, but then at a certain point in my life, I really didn't go around much because I was so caught up in my own life, especially when I became a mother myself. So there was not much support, even if family members or my grandparents wanted to be very supportive, they were supportive in their own way. But when it comes to reuniting with family after long times of separation or just years of arguing or hurt, pain, and anger, not understanding or understanding why this pain is there, you have to recognize and admit the dysfunction. Where did this dysfunction come from? And I'm speaking on this because so many people think, oh, there's no dysfunction in my family, but it may not be with you. You may not see anything. It might be someone else. Or you might feel like you got uh, beef with a family member. Or if you don't have it, maybe you feel like they have beef with you. Or maybe you see there's beef or dysfunction within another portion of your family. However it is, it sometimes start with someone wanting to heal their family. They see it within themselves. They know it. They know there might be some problems, but you also have to recognize and admit there's some dysfunction in this world, and it's just now being exposed. A lot of things that's dysfunctional, which have made you as the individual dysfunctional to the point where you see it, the dysfunction within your family. So if you keep seeing me I'm looking down at some notes. I just made some notes so that I can remember some things that I want to discuss. But it goes farther back because children were taken from homes, which what you see going on there is being exposed, how children are being separated from their families. And I can't speak of what's happening to all the children, but a lot of these children are taken from families and being taught something totally different than what the parents want to teach them, because so much truth is coming out. You have governments involved, teachers or what have you, who have been paid to retrain or uh yeah retrain or teach the children that they're separating from families what they want them to know in order to give them uh, a certain culture. And that culture may be filled with lies. It may not be the real culture. So it's like you're resetting a family lineage by taking children from their homes, placing them in camps, groups, uh, lands, and amongst other families, so that you can feed them lies, causing more generations of children to be brought up as adults to teach their children the lie. This was seen in a movie. Someone told me about this movie and I forgot the name of it. I don't know if it was called Sail or something. I think someone told me about there's a certain movie that's taking place or that shows this like a reset, and you do it through the children to reset by coming up with a plan, a life, a lifestyle kind of community or environment, and you teach them uh, a way of life to live outside of what they've been taught or was going to be taught by their parents or community or family or however. So I say all of that to say, so, a people or children were taken from homes and taught, but there comes a time where nature steps in to help heal the mind, the body, the soul, the spirit of that person and start to show them things. And maybe a lot of people can't relate to how is nature revealing these things? Well, we see these things being exposed now through movies. And we start to see these were movies shown to us a long time ago. And now we see we're living out those movies. And then it clicks like, hold on. They have been trying to tell us. And even if it wasn't movies, it's just research that we naturally through nature is upgrading and helping us to realize these are things you need to do. You need to do your research. You need to go figure out what's going on with you, why this is happening. And I can go on to explain how we awakening, having an awakening to do our own research is there's a disturbance within us letting us know, but you're not living out your true self. Like there's some things that you need to pay attention to. Something ain't making sense in the ingredients that you're putting into the cake. Because the cake ain't coming out right. It ain't tasting right. But that's a colloquially, I'm just saying, I'm just using that as a metaphor for what's going on. So sometimes it might just take one person to realize within that family that they pray so hard to want to heal their family, creating vision boards, prayers, and just constantly in their heart crying out to heal their family so their family can reunite and come together and just wanting the family to heal. Recognize there was hurt from the beginning. You recognize within yourself that how you were raised was hurtful. And you don't fully have it together when you're young and not having no kind of direction or support coming up anyway. It's like you gotta try to figure it out. But you within you're praying from within that someday the family can heal. Recognizing you have no obligation to your children when they become of age or become adults. You're not obligated to take care of them, but yet sometimes you still show love to them to help them out. But of course, if you got a child or children that are disrespectful, as far as myself, if I have a child that's disrespectful, oh no, you can't live up under my roof talking to me and doing things or that I'm not going to have within my environment or around me. So you got to go. So as a parent, you do the most. You're forced to do something you really don't want to do, but out of love, you know within you that you're doing it so that they can grow. You gotta let go. That's what you gotta do. Let go. Let go to the point of putting them out so they can figure it out for themselves. Sometimes these things happen, and that child may hold something against you because of that. And then later, for them to go through some things and have some awakening or revealings within them in order for them to really realize what they were wrong at. Because they given birth to children or just realizing within themselves if they're not giving birth to children, it's just something that they come across in their experiences, in their studies or whatever they're doing, introspecting or reflecting. So sometimes family have to separate to go through their own things to heal, to know when to come back. Yeah, you might have some families who don't come back to apologize and try to make up for the wrong. Even myself as the parent, recognize some things within myself where I went wrong because we're learning too. This is a journey for us. This is lessons as parents. Like I said, parenting doesn't come with a manual. Children don't come with a manual. Families don't come with a manual. You got to learn as you go sometimes, you know? And even if you do come from a loving family, who's to say the family that you create through marriage, you think you're going to have the perfect family of what you think is perfect. And then the sad story come when it doesn't work out the way you want it to, because it's not meant to be controlled. You can't control. And that's my thing. You know, you get into these families, y'all get married, you get divorced, and then you have one of the parents who try to mislead the child or keep the child from seeing the other parent. That's dumb. Dumb. Because you're imposing who you are, what you are in that child. When your child comes through you and not to you, it's a gift to even be able to give birth for those who want to give birth. But are you giving birth so you can control another being? But to love them and give them the basics and recognize as parents, you can't teach them everything. And by trying to control them and forcing them or coming up with things and saying things so they can hate the other parent, it's going to backfire. It always do. It backfires because it's full of lies. It's full of lies. So if you're one of them parents, you know, I'm talking to you. It's full of lies. You know, I've been without my other parent. And slowly but surely things was coming out. I don't even think I fully have the truth, and who knows if I would ever get the full truth. I don't even know if my father is still alive. I don't. And if he's in spirit, who knows? I don't know. Have I tried to look for him? Yes. But I didn't have full knowledge at the time before all this internet stuff came along to know how to do it. And even with the internet, I just like, I know where to start. And if I had the money to do it, because I think sometimes it involves money. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe I don't have them kind of resources. So if it's meant for me to know, because I've always wondered what he looked like. Yes. I look in the mirror, but to me, I think I look like my mother. I might not be the same color. Maybe he's darker. I don't know. I don't know. I even had another family member who tried to give me a little bit of information, who even tried to bring him around so he could see me. And that, someone got in the way of that, a parent. And a step parent that wasn't even, shouldn't have involved himself. But as a parent myself, realizing that you're not the only family in the world with dysfunction in your life, if that's what you want to call it, a dysfunction. Because the world that we lived in, the people who set up the system of living and how they went about it with the children created dysfunction. And sometimes you don't even know what to think. Sometimes you ask questions, well, how do I find myself? How do I know my path, my mission? And then that'll bring you to relationships, how you're able to relate. What about if my family is this? You may have to be that one if you're watching this to know that when you're able to get to an age where you can separate yourself from that family so you can go off and find yourself, pay attention to what you attract into your life, people, places, and things. That'll make you aware of who you are. Because if you're attracting that, it's in you. And if you're attracting these things, then there's some things that you need to change about you so you can attract differently, or maybe go different places to explore something more of a higher vibration, if you know what that is. Sometimes it takes time. It's not an overnight change. Sometimes it may take days, months, even years. It's taking me some years. It may take years. The main thing you're going to have when going through a process of healing is no patience. Have patience. Be able to wait and just have the knowing within you that it's going to work out. Even when you create your own demons, because based on how you were taught to think of yourself negatively, you're going to have to change that mindset and take control of yourself. An example is when I was younger in my 20s, I used to just observe people, places, and things. And I came to realize, dang, you can't control another person. So why even keep trying to control people to be like you and to like the things you like? Control yourself. Because if anything that's hard to control is yourself, your emotions. People feel like when they get angry, they need to put hands on somebody else. Put hands on your put hands on yourself. You have no rights to put your hand on somebody else. Karma has it that one day it will be reversed. And the way you put a hurting on somebody else, just because you couldn't control yourself, it can be done back to you because they couldn't control themselves. And they come with more strength and pain than what you put on somebody else. Learn to control your mind, the thoughts that you're thinking, and how you feel. Because the thoughts that you're thinking may be giving rise to emotions. And emotions is energy in motion. Because if you're thinking how you're feeling and that energy gets out, you create energy bubbles. I heard a little on TikTok, a little book called Orbs that can turn into like demons. You're creating your own demons in the form of energy to work against you. So if you want the universe to work with you, then make sure the emotions that leave your body or that extend from your body comes back with what you want to attract. And this is on an individual basis when you're dealing with self, trying to heal self, realizing things, how things go within in your family. Are you really the cause of why your family aren't together? Or are you really the cause of the reason why you're not there with your family? Are you misinterpreting what the parent is trying to relate to you? Because they're saying things out of love, but probably they don't know how to say it. Sometimes you got to recognize that other people, just like yourself, have lessons to learn and are trying to get it yourself. Maybe the parent is going through things. Maybe you just have one of those parents who think just because they're the parent, they have the right to control you because they are considered the adult or they've been on this planet more years than you. or they think they're growner than you. Sometimes children come back to teach you, because during our time, we are living during a stage in life where certain things happen and are taught and not fully realized at that moment. Then you give birth to your children, and they're born through during a time where things get exposed, and they learn a little bit more than what you did, and did a little bit more than what you did. So you should be happy that when you give birth to your children, you look at them and be like, wow, they did real good. They went further than me. And why would you be upset with your child because they went further than you? Do you have a hatred or dislike for your child because of who you had the child with? Is that what it really is? And their family? And maybe you see them acting more like them or gravitating more towards them? You need to get over that. That baby was in your body 9 months. Or vice versa. You spit the sperm into her. So however it goes, the father or the mother, y'all need to get over that, because remember, we're each as individual on our path. So even if you feel like the man did you wrong or the woman did you wrong, I'm pretty sure they're going through their own lessons. Even your haters are going through their own lessons in realization about their own growth and what they have to let go of. And even if they never learn, they take that to the grave and have to repeat it until they get it right. They get kept back. They have to go to, if they don't repeat this school, the earth school, they have to repeat a school somewhere to get the lesson. And let me apologize if y'all hear a bunch of noise in the background. I am washing clothes. Well, right now it's drying because I'm done washing clothes. All right. Yeah. Okay. So sometimes within family, there's separation has to happen. And it might take years. You might be mad for years. Why hold on madness? You got madness or holding a grudge, upset, can't forgive someone. You're hurting yourself by holding on to that hurt. So the first step is to learn to forgive them, because maybe they know not what they do. And if you think they know, you like, oh, they know what they do. Well, if they're intentionally hurting you, see them as, in this realm, dimension on earth, as teachers. They're giving you the school of hard knocks within the home. They were born to give birth to you, to give you hell. Because somewhere in life, before you came here, you knew you could survive those challenges. You asking me, but what about those parents who kill their children? Maybe in another life they killed them, so they was getting their karma. Have you ever thought about that? I'm not saying it's always true, but just something to think about. You know, I'm not here to say I have the answers to it all. Like I said, I'm not here to make you think like me. I just want you to think. So I'm giving you some creative ideas, some things that I've worked with. You may have to go a little deeper for you, or less deeper. It may not be that triggering or traumatic. It may not be that dysfunctional for you. Okay? Take what applies. Because I'm not here. I'm not trying to heal you. I'm not saying I can heal you. I'm just giving you some creative insights that will trigger your own creativity to figure out what works best for you. by my own example and research. I just throw stuff out there. Even if you want to utilize what I do until you put those into practice and then you figure out, oh, I don't want to do that no more. I'll do my own thing. I'll do this. That's all I'm here for. I'm not here to tell you to be like me. I'm learning myself not to compare myself to y'all. Because I realize I gotta live for me. I can't live for everybody else. I can't live for the parents. I can't live for my children. We're each individual with the source within us, experiencing life as me. And you're experiencing life as you. And you back there, you over there. Yeah, I see you. And yeah, all of y'all. Come on now. Feel me. And if you think you ain't got feelings, then know me. And if you don't want to know me, know you. Well, I know you might think, well, if I'm attracting these things, how do I know? You get to know them. And if something don't feel right, you not only see red flags, and if you don't see the red flags, you sense them. Get to know them, to know whether or not you should release them. Release them with love, even those you feel are your haters. Family members who've done you so wrong, release them in love. Forgive them. Forgive them, or they're just playing their part in your life. Whether it's the teacher, the student, the monster, killer, whatever. I mean, like, how do I forgive someone who's trying to kill me? I'll tell you how. Be patient. Give yourself some time to search in your heart, to go through some things yourself, to understand things that happen outside of yourself, to know why you attracted that into your life. What place were you in? What thing were you realizing? The people you were around, the times, the warnings, all of that. Recognize all the hurt, not just within yourself, but the hurt in others. Hurt people, hurt people. Baby, haven't you heard? It happens. And when it comes to being spiritual, you're already spiritual. You're a spiritual being having a human experience, learning within the family you came into being. Now you want to say you didn't choose your family, but think again. If in order to grow in spirit, sometimes you have to choose your courses, just like before you go to a university or sometimes in high school, you choose some of the courses to prepare you for what you want to be when you graduate. You choose your lessons that you want to learn. It's just so happened that as you become a human being, because humans forget, they make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? You don't remember all of that before you chose this life, whether you admit to it or not, whether you believe me or not. It's not for me to make you believe. It's whether or not it hits home. You feel what I'm saying. You can relate. You feel that, even if you don't know it, something about it sounds soul searching, as if you want to search your soul some more, like, oh, it woke your soul up to something. That sounds real. God dang it, it did. It touched your soul. That's what I don't want to deal with nobody on that BS. When you're ready to heal, you're ready to heal. You come back to it. You want one-on-one because now, I'm dealing with the collective. Miss Anita, let's talk one-on-one about how I can get on my own path. I want you to talk to me. Let's get to know each other one-on-one so I can work it out. I'll be like your coach, a counselor. I'm not claiming to be your therapist because you're gonna do your own therapy on you. I just might coach you through it, give you some ideas, ask some questions to help you think it through. That's what I'm here to do. Something that's going to touch your soul, to make you do some more soul searching, to find yourself, your spirit tribe, because it may not be with me. I might be the one to help plant the seed. And then you're going to be the one to nurture it. Notice I said help, because I'm not here to heal it fully. You got to do all the work. For real, for real. Because a doctor in this day and time, not to discredit no doctors, but for real, let's keep it real, doctors. When a patient comes to you, you don't know what's going on within them. You have to ask questions to you, do all these x-rays and stuff, and you still don't know if you found it. You assume and tell them what you think you found, and it's up to them whether or not they're going to believe it. That's why you have to study psychology or psychiatry in order to reach them in a way. Let's keep it real now. Let's keep it real. Because there was a time we could heal ourselves. We didn't need doctors. People are searching outside of themselves. And instead of you being honest and just saying you're not here to heal them, that they're gonna have to participate in the healing, you manipulate their minds to the point of having them thinking they're gonna die. When really there's a way. But I'm not about to go all into that. So it's all about being honest with family when you're trying to heal a family. So just think about, if you got to be honest with family, you got to be honest with yourself. Speak the truth to yourself. And controlling yourself is being honest with yourself, spending time with yourself. You say, and if the family you think you were born to ain't your real family, then you can't just go looking, just like you go looking for a relationship with a man or a woman. You let it come to you and know your value, your worth. Allow it to happen. If it comes to you, you go to it, however y'all meet up. Stop looking. If you need to be looking for someone, you need to be looking for yourself. Remember, soul searching. You're trying to find yourself. So why are you trying to find a man if you haven't found you? You don't even know you yet. So when separation takes place within a family, needing some time to heal, especially if you really want that family, you remember some good times within that family, then it's not all bad. There's still love in your heart for that family. You just know something ain't right now. Somebody needs to heal, or some bodies need to heal. Work needs to be done, and you can't work on them. They need to work on themselves. Each individual within that family, like yourself, needs to work on yourself. Needs time to be apart in order to have a reunion. I call it divine timing. When it's meant for reunion, connection to happen within a family, or to meet your true spiritual family that's here, it will happen. But it won't happen if you haven't done the work. This has been AnitaYarbrough with Holistic Healing Life Coach and Counseling. I look forward to meeting you because I know I just said that like like a commercial. But anywho, for real, I feel that this is something I'm really passionate about in my heart. When you're ready to heal yourself and you want a little direction of coaching and you want someone who's going to be sincere, to truly open up and be honest with you and tell you some real life things, even some things they went through, or know of situations or scenarios that has happened in real life, to share, to help you, to enlighten you, to start on your journey. I'm here to help. Seek me out. I'll leave my information at the end of the video. And if you email me and you're really serious about working on you, because it can be some tears, some sweat and tears. And if you're tired of crying, you don't want no tears, you don't want to sweat and smell musty for a little while, because when you smell musty, all you gotta do is go take a bath or a shower or both and clean it up and start again, sweat again. But if you're the type of person you don't like that kind of workout, then don't waste my time. And I mean that. Don't waste my time. Because I'm going to tell you like this, when I really realize you're wasting my time, I'm going to turn goes my hang up in your face, block you, and ain't going to have nothing else to do with you. You better find somebody else to mess with, because I ain't got that kind of time. All right, I'm out. I love y'all. Peace. Hi, my name is AnitaYarbrough, and I am your holistic healing life coach and counselor. I bring to you today my signature programs based on healing transformations that align purpose. My first signature program, self-authentication based healing. This paradigm shifting and transformative based program is designed to share life experiences due to the changing times we're in to assert your self authenticating willpower. In this program, you will learn the importance of healing to help lead the way towards understanding a new age mindset that promotes creative, holistic living for unlocking your purpose. Transform and align with your purpose in any area you choose. Within these changing times, by trying a new approach to tasks and or activities to gain courage and confidence. Feel free to accept the changes in the world and experience the new, real you without judgment from yourself and others. Learn to accept uncontrollable circumstances. Let go of the past and activate a new you. Overcome blockages on your way towards your newfound freedom after attending this life-changing presentation. After this program, you will be able to learn the difference between using logic and intuition Understand how your belief systems influence your authenticity. Learn the importance of balancing your light and dark psyche. Use mental and emotional coping techniques to transcend traumas and pain to start the healing process. Gaining self-acceptance to heal through self-talk and expression. My second signature program is lifestyle-based healing. This life-building and knowledge-based program is designed to help you succeed in the next phase of transformational growth during these changing times to enhance your development. In this session, you will learn how to tap into your natural survival resources and following the intuitive influences that open your eyes to new pathways of living, achieve greater results, and supercharge your mission by creating a new lifestyle. You will come to understand how to discipline your body, your mind, and spirit to prepare the unexpected and expected changes in your life, inside and out. Inspire others to do the same. Become efficient and improve functionality after this enlightening presentation. After this program, you will be able to learn what your limits are towards change, learn how to replace unwanted habits with better practices, identify your stress triggers and traumas to make changes, and self-heal. Learn about inner and outside influences that affect your lifestyle. Understand how good health practices establishes great wealth to enhance a certain lifestyle. Learn the importance of your survival and creating your new life and what it takes to sustain a new lifestyle. Expose your toxicities before incorporating new lifestyle changes. Now, this third signature program is my communication-based healing. This mind-enriching session will teach you how to express and communicate your thoughts and feelings. Demonstrate many ways to communicate your subconscious mind to gain control of your life. The strategies in this portion of the program will fine-tune your communication skills within these changing times by using your childlike imagination to promote healing and find your confidence to better express yourself. Learn how to analyze the communication style of others, which better helps with understanding how to communicate. So after this presentation, you will be able to achieve a life of mastery that is limitless. So after this program, you will be able to learn to listen to your true voice to break your own hypnotic spell, learn importance of self-talk, creatively express your imagination to welcome in the healing process, learn and understand different communication styles, find out how to communicate commands to your subconscious mind to create change. Now, this last signature program is community-based healing. This approach into the community dynamics during these times of change will alter your reality to identify patterns in situations and know when to seek solutions. Learn the positives and negatives of comparisons and judgments that are used within your environment or community. Learn tactics to break away from the trends within your environment and community that are presently not realized as mind control tools. Learn manifestations for your ideal environment or community, which can influence and become impressionable to others. Before this presentation ends, it will empower your every move. So after this program, you will be able to understand how to manifest your needs and wants, recognizing patterns that will create solutions for a better change, learn how to recognize individuals of bad or good influence in your space, understand how making peace with yourself can become a masterpiece for an ideal community, create better habits and practices that will help you attain the peace you so desire, and design and create a space that cannot be compared to others. I would like to thank you for taking time out in your busy day and joining me or sitting with me in learning more about my signature programs. As I always tell others, I am not here to make you think like me. I just want you to think. Again, thank you and have a great rest of your day.